Ever wondered what the robotic version of the Wild West looks like? Well, stay locked as we find out. So in today's first look, we've got a quick rundown on the game, some footage, and an interview with one of the developers, Alyx, where we talk about what they've got in store for the future of this game. So what is RevolVR? Well, this is a ported arcade game from LBE by a relatively new company called Neverboard. The game is set up around a Wild West inspired saloon where you can hang out with your mates. It's kind of got a steampunk vibe going on. You play as these robotic characters. There's 4 games in total. There's 3 mini games you can play in the saloon, and then there's the main game, which is a deathmatch that's set up over 3 rounds. The 3 mini games are a bottle range, Russian roulette, and this rogue droid that kind of randomly appears around the saloon that you've got to just shoot out the sky. So let's get into this then. Russian roulette doesn't need any introduction. It's got a gun, it's got players around the table, and you all take turns to fire it. One of the nice touches I did like is when you bring the gun up to your head, you can hear your heartbeat faster and louder. If you also try and shoot one of the other players, you get a little cartoon bang flag that comes out at the end. It's quite a cool game if you're sat around with your friends just chatting, and it gives you something to do while you're either waiting to go into a game. The other one is a droid that flies around the bar, and you've just got to be the first to shoot it. Both of these have got their own scoreboards. I think the droid counts towards your main score. I'm not sure, I'd have to ask Alyx on that. Bottle range is definitely my favourite though. It's got that sort of simplistic vibe going on where you've just got 6 bottles, 2 guns, and you've just got to shoot them as quick as possible. You've got an old school type leaderboard where it shows you the top scores. It'll show you who's in the bar has got the highest score, and it'll also tell you where you are on the world leading ranks. These are all mini games. They're designed to, when you're just socialising in the bar, sort of fill time with your mates. It's quite a cool touch. I kind of like it. It's one of those things that you're starting to see more of now in games where the developers are putting mini games or things to do actually in the lobby while you wait. So the main game is a deathmatch set up over 3 rounds. You're essentially sat in graves shooting each other, and you just got to wait for the other players to poke their head up over the top. I found myself practically lying down in this one, trying not to get shot when you're next to people in graves. And if you spawn in the middle of the map, you've pretty much had it. The levels increase in complexity with the 3rd level like something out of an MC Etcher painting, with players spawning above you, below you, next to you, upside down. It's crazy. This is definitely one of my favourites as they can just spawn everywhere. And yeah, you've got to really take a good look around you. The game itself looks beautiful. I love the kind of arcadey cartoon style to it. The menus are really well thought out. You have a section where you can customise the characters. You have a group chat, and you've got these emoji cards that you can throw onto the floor that turn into 3D holograms that look awesome. So while this game is really fun to play, I do have some issues. The player base just isn't there at the moment. I found myself alone 3 out of the 5 times that I have tried to play this game outside of beta testing. Luckily though, they do have a great Discord, and I managed to find some people to play through there. There is some niggly little bugs with the game itself, and this can get annoying. When there was people in the saloon, it was great, but the attention span of the game is just too low to keep people engaged long enough to have a busy bar. I do think this is partly due to the game coming from LBE, where this would have been one of its main goals, to be quick and addictive. Every time I wanted to play though, one of the devs was always there. I want to give a big shout out to Alyx, as he was always happy to walk people through the game and fix any issues we had. He was kind enough to stay up till 2 AM his time so we could have a quick playthrough and I could ask him about the game and some of the concerns that I had. We've actually done this twice, as my recording failed the first time and the second stopped recording him for the main part of the interview, so not great, but he's super helpful and he's answered all the questions I had. I'm here with Alyx from Neverboard, and we're just going to go through a few questions. He's been nice enough to stay up till the silly o'clock his time to do the interview for now the 3rd time. So, one of the first questions I wanted to ask you was, are you guys concerned about the low player count at the moment?
Oh, sure. We definitely concerned about low player count, but anyways, it's only a start, so we actively form our game society, our game community. So I think at some near future we will connect arcades from around the world, so it will help to get more people online. So will be more lively here.
Oh, so this will be connected to the LBE circuit?
Yes, I think that's one way to solve.
That's a great idea.
This.
The next question.
Yeah.
The next question I wanted to ask you is: do you think the games are long enough to keep people engaged in the bar so it stays busy? I suppose that rolls into the arcade type thing.
Yeah. I understand. We at the moment we have the base bare bone for the future games. So basically, right now, if you came to the game, you basically have around hour maybe of active play, different activities, and that's it. But definitely we want to add a lot more new game modes, new mini games. So I think soon we will publish a roadmap for the game, so you will know about our plans of expanding this stuff.
Okay, cool. Well, that actually brings me into my next question, which was, are there any plans to introduce any new games to the bar, and will it be more like a virtual LBE venue, so to speak?
I think we should take both ways, because the shooting game will definitely need more game modes and levels, as well as this place where people can hang out, and we definitely make this social hub more interesting for people, more diverse. So the answer is our plan is to develop both parts of the game, shooting game and this social lobby with the mini games.
Cool. So the tournaments obviously keeping people engaged and practicing in the game at the moment. Do you think that these are going to be a regular feature in the future?
I think this is a good way to keep people coming and warm up interest to the game. So yeah, I think tournaments and stuff like this will be more or less regular. And for example, our last update, it will be on Monday, I suppose. Will change the way of ranking system works. So there will be no permanent ranks. There will be weekly rankings.
Okay.
So regular resetting of ranks will give people more opportunities to be number one.
Yeah. Will there be any way for people to watch the tournament?
We actually thought about implementing those screens for broadcasting tournaments, but right now we have it in a backlog because it's quite technically demanding thing.
Yeah.
So maybe there will be some recordings, but at the moment people can watch tournament outside of the game on Twitch or platforms made for this. So not right now, but we definitely thinking about this feature. It's just not prioritized at the moment.
To be able to watch it actually in virtual reality would be epic.
Yeah.
An epic screen would be really, really good. Okay, so I've only got one question left, which was last time in one of the interviews that we'd done that went wrong epically. We talked about high fives being implemented. I know this is probably not high on the lists of anybody, but is that something that you guys are going to be considering putting into the game? So you've got that realistic high five slap.
High five. Yeah, it's one of the features on the list. We right now we tweaking at meddling with this in our minds, trying to figure out how to make it best way, because we have limited space on our VR controllers, and we have different states of our player character. For example, wheel guns, bare hands, cards. So we need to find the proper way to make this new state, like high five, to be easily accessible and not mess with the other states on different controllers.
Well, thanks very much. I don't know if we'll be able to do a high five. We can try it. I'll add a slapping sound.
Yes, we need physics and sound. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mom. I'm going sleep, I think, right now. So, bye. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, mate. Overall, it's a really good game. Do I see myself playing this every day? Not really, no, not at the moment. The attention span of it is too low for me. In the future, with the tournaments, it's definitely something I'm looking forward to. It's not something that I'm going to be playing every day, but I think over time, with them adding new games to the bar, I can see myself definitely taking new people into this. And when they launch on Oculus, it'll be really interesting to see what the bar is going to look like, because I think if they've got a busy enough bar, this game could be quite a hit. They do need quite a few more mini-games, I think, before they look at releasing this onto Quest. Definitely more levels. Regular tournaments would also help, maybe set at different skills. And a shop where you could customise your character would be a great way of keeping people engaged. If you're interested in customising your character and you've already got the game, you should check out the Kickstarter listed below, where some of the tiers give you the chance to work with the designers that made the game to actually customise your own character. I'll keep you updated on any future developments with this one, as I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. Hopefully I'm going to be getting some good footage of their up-and-coming tournament. All the information on the tournament and the Kickstarter is listed below. I'm quite confident this game's going to be a hit in the future. The developers seem pretty committed to creating a great game, and they've listened to the community already as they're planning a whole host of changes. If you enjoyed this first look, give us a like or a share. It really will help us grow the channel. That's me done for this episode. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.